Welcome to the Sunday service at CSLN. We are a welcoming and inclusive community of inspired individuals caring for and about each other and the entire planetary family. The Center for Spiritual Living Nashville offers spiritual tools for anyone seeking a more fulfilled and meaningful life through a deeper connection with a higher power or universal truths. Be sure to subscribe below if you enjoy our programs. Now let's join today's service.
Good, thank you. Hey, welcome to, well, first off, I'm Marietta.
I don't think her microphone's on, AJ.
Well, we're going to start over. That was just a little trial. No, I'm in. I'm on. Thanks. Okay, so let's do that again. Good morning. Hi, I'm Marietta Carter, and I am your host today. And I just want to welcome everybody to Nashville's Center of Spiritual Living Nashville. And I want to thank not only everybody who is here, but our broadcast audience out there. And I invite all of y'all who are out there to come in here and join us one Sunday real soon. In case you don't know, we are an inclusive, caring, loving community of inspired, creative individuals caring for each other and for the entire planetary family, and not only for our planetary family, but for Mother Earth and our whole universe. So we inspire and guide everyone who wants to explore a practical spirituality for everyday living. Wow, so thanks for being here, and now I'm going to turn it over to Larry Farragalli. I always mess up his name, but I got it right this time. Larry Farragalli.
Hey, that's good. It's only been 2 years. We got it. Thank you. Thank you, and good morning, everybody. Good day today. We have Gregory Fisher, who's going to speak to us, and yeah. And let's welcome this lovely, talented woman who has been here before, and let's give her some love. This is Joelle Platt.
Thank you.
And Gregory mentioned Michael Beckwith this week, so we're going to give you some old Michael Beckwith, Ricky Byers songs.
In my pain, there inside my weakness is the seed of something greater in me, and the shame of not choosing higher, of all the disappointing moments fade into God. No mistakes have been made in God. All the ways that to God. Thank you.
Thank you. That was wonderful. Sorry. It's usually a drum, a rim hit. Good morning and welcome to our center. I'm Dale Rogers. I'm part of the board. Please join us in the fellowship hall for light refreshments after the service. And we have a few community announcements. The practitioners' monthly meeting will be on Monday via Zoom at 7 o'clock. Regarding the future of our beloved building here, the ballot to vote on the future of the building has been emailed to all CSLN members. Please check your spam and your junk folder if you have not received it. And if you still do not see it, contact admin@cslnashville.org. We have some volunteering and employment opportunities. We have an employment opportunity. We're looking for a new youth director. Please contact admin@cslnashville.org if you or anyone else would be interested in that position. We are also needing a group of 3 volunteers to help clean up our garden beds, pretty this place up. The board chairman, Etta Carter, she has agreed to lead a landscaping team for one Saturday morning to beautify our center. So then the date is still to be announced. Please email again, admin@cslnashville.org so that we can get to wrangling these weeds. And help with hospitality is needed for 2 Sundays a month. You will be trained, and it's a fun way to give back to your community. Contact Susan Prim after the service or email her at susanprim or susan.prim15@outlook.com, and you can see me afterwards if you don't remember all these email addresses. Do you have a financial or bookkeeping background? We are needing a community member to volunteer their time to assist in duties as treasurer for CSLN. This does not require you to be on the Board of Trustees. If you're interested, please reach out again to admin@cslnashville.org to get involved. Teachers are also needed in the youth department. Please reach out to different email address, youth.csln@gmail.com if you're interested. All who volunteer in the youth program must pass a background check. So if that knocks you out, then, we'll see what happens. Last Thursday, our new class with Dr. Mitch Johnson started. Actually, it was 2 Thursdays ago. There is still time to sign up, all right? So the class is called The Power of Awareness, Unlocking the Law of Attraction. The class is on Thursday evenings at 6:30. The class meets in person at the center or via Zoom for 6 weeks, so 4 weeks left. The required text is The Power of Awareness, Unlocking the Law of Attraction, and it's by Neville Goddard. And if you're not familiar with Neville Goddard, he's amazing. The tuition is $150, and the class does not count toward practitioner credits if you're interested in following a practitioner track. The sign-up sheet is on the website under classes and workshops. And if you do not have the Neville Goddard book, there are still copies that you can purchase in the bookstore. Spiritual mind treatments. Do you need to make a change in your life? Affirmative prayer, known as a spiritual mind treatment, is a cornerstone of the science of mind philosophy. It is the method we use to establish an intention into universal mind and release it into the law to manifest. Practitioners are members of our community that have gone through extensive training in science of mind principles and can help you in this process. You can find practitioners on our website. Choose a practitioner by using the individual contact form and submit a request. Helping our community thrive financially. Our community thrives through the engagement of our community. Don't forget to give love to help our center thrive by going to loveCSLN.com. Please subscribe to the YouTube channel and give a thumbs up. Thanks, everybody.
Thank you, Dale. Okay, staying with our old school agape lineup, here's a song by Faith Rivera.
Where I am, God is. Where I stand, God is standing strong. Where I breathe, God is breathing life in and out and through me. Ask me where I sit, God is. Where I dance, joy lifts my feet. Where I live, beauty's flowing freely in and out and through me. Ask me where I doubt, God is the faith in me. Where I cry, God is the comfort there. Where I see, God is the answer. Here and now, forever and ever.
Joelle Platt, everybody.
God is. I am. So are you. Thank you, John. So, right now we're going to do something a little bit different. In case y'all don't know, in February, a group of people, the community was invited to join a group of people to join a search committee for our minister. And so we came together and we started going through a process and figuring out what that is and meeting with people and talking to home office and da-da-da-da-da. And we got this group over here doing all this stuff. And then we had this one man over here saying, I'm going to do what I can do. And I want to help this process out. That man is A.J. Bigler. And so independently of this group that was over here just kind of going through all these processes or developing a process, AJ started doing a video and trying to capture the spirit and the energy and the heart and the soul of our community. And so then he's like, hey, y'all want to see this? And he sent it to Lucia and myself, and we're pretty blown away by it, right? And so anyway, we have to submit information to our home office, and then they send it out to all these ministers who are searching to become one of us and us with one of them. And so we're really kind of proud of what our in-house team has done, and we just thought we need to share this, and so we're going to show it, and we invite y'all to pull it down and for y'all to share it. But right now, let's look at a 3-minute video that is attracting the right and perfect minister to us. Okay.
Can you think of a better place to be on a Sunday morning than with a group of like-minded people who accept you for who and what you are? Welcome to the Center for Spiritual Living in Nashville, where every person is known for what they truly are, a magnificent, individualized expression of God. Our beloved center was founded in 1988 by Reverend Mitch Johnson. Mitch retired after serving our community for almost 30 years. Currently, our Sunday talk is delivered by a core group of 5 guest speakers who deliver inspiring and powerful Sunday messages at our Sunday services and live streaming on the internet. They are actively supported by our 10 licensed practitioners. Each Sunday, we offer a meditation before the service, prayer treatment after the service, and a midweek soul refresh. You will find yourself supported by an organization of some of the finest people you will ever meet. Now, I said Nashville, did I not? Nashville is known the world over as Music City, and we are very much about the music at our center. Our music team is made up of professional singers, songwriters, and musicians. They are second to none. Our message is the heart of our center, and our music and everything else is one with that message. Besides our music team, CSLN has 11 other teams made up of community members who share their time and talents to keep things flowing. Our team leaders make up our center's team council, who organize special services, sacred service, caring hearts, marketing, AV, and others. Our education team offers ongoing classes where an in-depth understanding of this amazing teaching can be learned. Our bookstore always has a good selection of books and materials to inspire and teach. So, what does Nashville have to offer? According to a recent release by the Wall Street Journal, Nashville is the second hottest job market in America, with over 85 people moving to our city every day. This means a growing and vibrant economy. Nashville offers a friendly vibe, great restaurants, NFL, NHL, and other professional sports, a renowned zoo, a rich history, and much, much more. For outdoor lovers, we have parks with 3 lakes within minutes of the city and 37 hiking trails in the city. Nashville is a great place to call home. So there you have a glimpse of the Center for Spiritual Living in Nashville and our city. We hope we have piqued your interest. Please contact Reverend Julie Lobato.
Thank you, AJ. So now is the time for us to join together as we read and embrace CSLN's new Minister Sacred Covenant Easy Prayer. We will be reading a shortened version of the covenant, and as a reminder, there are copies of the full covenant in the lobby for you to take home and to use in your daily spiritual practice. The intentions of the Easy Prayer are stated in the first person as I am, for we know that we can only attract to us what we ourselves embody. So as you're able, please stand. And let's begin. As I stand in agreement with my beloved community, I see my new minister revealed before me as demonstrating the power of love in a thriving community. I now intend to experience my new minister in full cooperation and agreement with my community, knowing this truth about myself, for I am guiding and inspiring our community collaboratively with love. I am an inspiring speaker who is a living example of the science of mind principles in action. I am open at the top, clearly communicating science of mind principles and universal truths. I am knowing the divine truth that each person is a beautiful child of God, whole, complete, and perfect. I am embracing and supporting our music culture. And I have an abundant financial consciousness for a thriving, vibrant community. So it is. And now for a deeper dive into our principles of science of mind. Here's David Armholder, our practitioner for today's reading.
Good morning. The first part of our reading this morning is from pages 44 and 45 from the Science of Mind, chapter What It Does by Ernest Holmes. The universal mind contains all knowledge. It's the potential ultimate of all things. To universal mind, all things are possible. Now to us, only as much as possible as we can conceive. Should all the wisdom of the universe be poured over us, we'd only receive as much as our particular state of consciousness. Each state of consciousness taps the same source, but has different receptivity. Each person receives what they ask for, but only according to their ability to embody it. One state of consciousness will differentiate one kind of result. Another state of consciousness, a totally different manifestation. And this from The Power of Awareness by Neville Goddard, Chapter 3, The Power of Assumption. Our chief delusion is our conviction that there are causes other than our state of consciousness. All that befalls a person, all that is done by them, all that comes from them happens as a result of their state of consciousness. A person's consciousness is all that they think, all that they desire, all that they love, and all they believe is true and consent to. That is why a change of consciousness is necessary before you can change your outer world. And so it is. So now, let's all take a deep breath as we do our spiritual mind treatment. And just join me in affirming this for yourself. I know that there is only one Spirit, one life, one love. I am one with Spirit. I am one with life. I am one with love. I know this fully and completely. And I know that a perfect healing power is flowing in and through me and our community right now, healing every decision, healing every thought, healing every action. And I send loving, healing energy out to anyone in our community dealing with health or other issues, and I affirm the highest and best outcome for them. And as a community right now, we hold them in our love, in our silence. We lift those in special need now. The infinite mind and Spirit of God is all powerful and expresses as divine wisdom and guidance. I am conscious of this divine guidance as I know prosperity and financial abundance for our center, and as I know our perfect new minister is even now drawn to us in love. And I give thanks. I give thanks for every expression of love present in our audience today and watching this broadcast from home. I give thanks for this community. Thanks for our Science of Mind teaching, for everyone making this service possible today. Larry and the band, Joelle, the AV team, our executive director, Annie, the greeters, practitioners, the youth team, the board of trustees, and especially for Gregory Fisher, our speaker today. I give thanks for our new minister, who is even now drawn to us in love. I give thanks for love. And accepting love as my life experience, I release my word into the universal law of mind, knowing all of this is already made so. And together we say, and so it is. Have a great day. Whoops.
For all those times you stood by me, for all the truth that you made me see, for all the joy you brought to my life, for all the wrong that you made right, for every dream you made come true, for all the love I found in you, I'll be forever thankful, 'cause you're the one who held me up, you never let me fall, you're the one who saw me through it all, you were my strength when I was weak, you were my voice when I couldn't speak, you were my eyes when I couldn't see, you saw the best there was in me, lifted me up when I couldn't reach, you gave me faith 'cause you believe I'm everything I am because you love much is true. I was blessed because I was loved by you. You were my strength when I was weak. You were my voice when I couldn't speak. You were my eyes when I couldn't see. You saw the best there was in me. You lifted me up when I couldn't reach. You gave me faith 'cause you believe. I'm everything I am because you love me. Oh, you were always there for me. The tender wind that carried me. Light in the dark, shining your love into my life. You've been my inspiration. Through the lies, you were the truth. My world is a better place because of you. You were my strength. Oh, when I couldn't speak, you saw the best there was in me. You lifted me up when I couldn't reach. You gave me faith 'cause you believe. I'm everything I am because you love me. Hey, because you love me. Oh, I'm everything I am because you love me. Thank you.
Hi. So I want y'all to know I didn't come up here with any notes, and I'm going to introduce our speaker, and I don't need any notes. I've known this man for close to 25 years, and the first time I ever saw him was on a stage, and he took my heart away 25 years ago. And from that point, I've been so blessed to develop a personal relationship with him. He's been my counselor. He's been my confidant. Most of all, he's been my friend. He is my friend. And so I came out here and I said, these introductions are supposed to be short. So what do I say besides, I'm going to introduce Mr. Wonderful. And he's like, you got it. And so without further ado, Mr. Wonderful, Gregory Fisher.
Good morning. I'm already crying. Joelle, you kill me. Love you. Okay. We have visuals. I don't know. Let me see if I can get them up here too, so I can see what I said I was going to say. This sermon woke me up all night. This talk, whatever. Hi, you're out there. And you're out there too. UBA3. I thought that would be funny, because everything these days, texting and all, we like little pithy letters and numbers that mean something if you know what they mean. So UBA3 means you be a level 3. Now, it's funny because Max, where are you, Max? Yeah, anyway, Max and I were out there and he said, oh, I want to be a level 4. I said, me too, good luck. Level 4 comes with some pitfalls I'll talk about here in a minute that you might, I don't know, you might not want to go there all the time at least. So the first thing that I think is important to know, a whole lot of my talk today is going to be about this statement right here. We are not human beings having a spiritual experience. We are spiritual beings having a human experience. Now, that sounds, clever, it's kind of pithy, but here's what you need to know. It's important that you understand that your humanity is what makes you uniquely you. So we read that statement and we think, oh, the important thing is I'm spiritual. Yes. But it's also important that I understand that I am human. I am me. I'm the guy that would show up to church this morning in this shirt. I love that about me. Right? You know the things about you that you love that you go, well, that's what makes me uniquely me. It's God showing up as me today. I want to be that guy. I want to be that gal. There's this story that I like, a metaphor of creation. Hi, Lucia. That says, before creation, all that existed was one big mirror. And when it, or God, whatever you want to call it, spirit, looked in that mirror, there was only one reflection back. So God said, watch this, and took a big hammer and broke that mirror into trillions and gazillions and what's bigger, what's more than that, of pieces, all in individual shape, each one unique like a snowflake. And now when God looks into that mirror, the reflection back is millions of faces of God in its own unique package. Now, that makes me want to shout. I'm like, yes, that's what I want to believe. That's who I am. I'm one of those unique things. I'm going to have to look up here because it won't let me keep doing that. Okay, so please bear this in mind, and I may keep coming back to it. Okay? So this idea of 4 stages or levels of spiritual enlightenment came from Michael Beckwith. If you don't know Michael Beckwith, he's kind of become a New Thought icon, and he deserves it. He pastors one of the largest Science of Mind churches or centers in the country, in LA, the Agape Center. It's pretty magnificent. And he gave this concept here of the 4 levels as a sermon that then became a book, and it become kind of widely known. So even like I said, whenever Max knew I was going to talk about this, he knew these levels, and many of you may already know them. But here's what he says. Learning these stages will help us understand how we evolve spiritually. It's kind of like a blueprint, and it's pretty easy to understand, right? We'll all get it, I promise. The value of understanding these stages could encourage us to advance and perhaps to do so faster. I don't know that fast is important. I don't know that pace is important, but for some of us, we're a little bit competitive, maybe, I don't know, whatever, but we want to evolve. And there are reasons we want to evolve because there are advantages to moving through these stages. But here's what's important. These stages are not necessarily linear. But as we evolve, we likely will start living predominantly in one stage and hopefully at a higher level of spiritual growth. But here's why I say they're not linear. See, we love that. Our minds that want to organize things say, oh, so I go from 1 to 2, then I go from 2 to 3, then I go from 3 to 4, and then I stay there. Good luck. Because life throws stuff at us. And some days I might wake up and I start out the day, hopefully not in stage 1, but I might. Then I might get to stage 2, I'm feeling some empowerment. I might get to stage 3, I'm feeling some ability to interact and be of service. Then I get to level 4, I'm in a meditative space, I don't even know the world exists. Yeah, and then someone comes in and says something that yanks me back down to 1, right? It happens. It happens. So we're going to talk about what these stages are. Stage 1 is called the victim. And our concept in the victim is me to it. Now we're going to say a spirit. It is God. It is the universe. It is the quantum field of potentiality. Whatever you want to call it, please don't get triggered by a word. I say that a lot in my job. I keep saying to people, you know, avoiding your triggers isn't healing. If there's a word that triggers you, if there's a concept that triggers you, work through it. Tell yourself a new story. The trauma and avoiding it, the trigger, isn't healing, okay? We feel completely out of control. We may feel that something outside of us needs to be invoked to give meaning and to gain control of our lives. We are being tossed around by events and circumstances. We feel and believe that life is happening to us, not from us. We have to fight, beg, plead for what we want and protect what we have gained. This is where the majority of people live, unfortunately. Many of us have jobs because we're trying to help people understand that this is no longer necessary to believe. But life has brought us this way. I believe that all of us are born connected to God. Now here's the thing. Here's what separates our teaching from other religious systems. It's called panentheism. Who didn't know that? Don't raise your hand. Panentheism. So we know there's theism, there's deism, there's monotheism, there's pantheism. Spiritual science, science of mind, this teaching, new thought, is called panentheism. Here's what it means. Here's how it is separated from the others. It says there is a creator that is the creator that is also embodied in its creation, but extends beyond that creation. That's the unique thing. You see, pantheism believes God is only found in creation. We believe God is found in creation, is the creator, and extends beyond its creation. Now, here's how that's bravo for you and me. I can know that I am it, but I am not all of it. Now that makes me want to cry. I say it a lot. I say it to my clients a lot. You are it, but not all of it. Here's what the good news is of that. Because I can access at all times that which is me, but greater than me. Do you see the advantage of believing this way? So that's what leads us to stage 2. It's when we go, wait, I don't have to beg for it because it is what I already am. I don't have to impress it. I don't have to do some steps to invoke its blessing and its attachment, its connection to me. It is me and greater than me. So that brings us to stage 2, which is called the manifester. That's when we say, it to me. I'm not having to approach it. It's not me to it. It's it to me. I now understand that I know how our minds work and that we create our own lives. We become co-creators in our lives, and by using our minds, we work with the universe to draw into our lives the things and experiences we desire. We realize that we are not victims and that we can change any and everything about our lives and our experiences. We recognize the power in ourselves, that it has always been right here. Yeah. We shift our energy and our attention to what we do want instead of what we have been experiencing, what we were experiencing. We assume our own power and we awaken to the reality of life as a process of creation. Our lives are a process of creation. Look at what I've made. Look at what God in me, that is me, but greater than me, has made. This is called my life. Now, I would say to you, I'm going to preach actually about 3 talks that I've given here before, and I'm going to try to condense them all into one because you will see how they interact. Here's where we go, wait a minute, I'm this unique thing, this unique expression of God, and I come with a gift. I come with a unique ability. I come with a mission that only I can fulfill. If I don't fulfill it, it goes undone. If I don't manifest it, the world misses it. Now, don't forget, this is me as God having a human experience that other humans want to share. My experience. We come wired for connection. So we're in this together. It's not by accident that we're in this community. We have sought people, we have attracted to us people that are asking to share my gift, me to share my gift. So I have to develop this gift. I know what it is, I find it. Pablo Picasso said, the meaning of life is to find your gift. The purpose of life is to give it away. So if you were wondering, what's this thing called life about? That sentence says it all. The meaning of life is to find your gift. The purpose of life is to give it away, which brings us, lovely, to stage 3. The channel. I am a channel for God that is in me, that is me, but greater than me. So we have these moments. Well, let me read this first. Having this greater connection with life and the universe, we become more of a channel. We allow life, that could be a capital L, to be expressed through us. We become less concerned with accumulating things, which is the main focus of the manifester. Yikes. We become more concerned with life's purpose and being fulfilled. Our focus shifts more towards the needs of souls. We want to be used to make the lives of others richer. We surrender. I'm going to pause there for a moment. We surrender. Do you remember a few months ago I gave a talk here called The Power of Surrender? We surrender. We let go and we let God. We trust and know that life will unfold as we surrender to it, as we become willing to share something that is me, but greater than me, right? See, there's nothing I love more. It has taken me decades to get to this place where I know I can stand here and I can prepare, but I'm not very prepared, I got to be honest, because I've gotten to the place now where I go, oh, here's a little bit of an outline. This will wake me up all night and tell me what's more. Then I'll come in here and I'll listen to the songs that Joelle and the band so brilliantly demonstrated, and I'm like, oh, she's singing about the transition from level 1 to level 2. Ricky Byers, she gets this. She was married at one time to Michael Beckwith. She knows this. That first song was about the transition from this me that feels defeated to a me that knows that God in me is limitless, right? The second and third song, all were about various aspects of these stages. Don't you love when God goes, oh, watch this, I'm going to pull this thing together, and you didn't even talk to Joel. You didn't even talk to Larry. God's going, watch this. I got this. You know why? One mind, all connected to the one thing, getting out of the way, surrendering and saying, how am I used today? There's nothing greater in my life than these moments when I stand up here and I hear something come out of my mouth I didn't know. You know what that's called? Channeling. Now, some people have weird juju around channeling. Get over it. Get over it. Because if you don't believe that the God in me that is me but greater than me can talk through me whenever I surrender and let it flow, then you're missing the point. Right? Level 4, the mystic, it as me. We feel complete unity with God, with life, and with the universe. We have minimal concern for success and achievement. We are no longer concerned with finding our purpose because we know that the divine spark within us is who we really are. In the lower stages of spiritual growth, we may get a glimpse of the fact that we are one with God, but it is mostly an intellectual knowing. In this stage, we realize that I'm it, and we know it and live it. Now, we can all get there. We might be able to get there in this very moment. We might get there without having passed through the other stages. Remember, I said this is cyclical, not linear. But it's unlikely for most of us that we're going to live here. You know, it comes and goes, and we have our moments, and we reach to achieve it. But don't forget, we are spirit having a what experience? Human experience. So that humanity is just going to keep showing up. You know, it's just going to keep showing up. So we can live in this place, but maybe just briefly. Now here's where I want to go next. Oh my. Oh my. Okay, hurry. The pitfalls of each stage, because there are. The first one is conformity, of course. How many of you were ever part of a religious system where they said, don't be you, be someone else, and his name might have started with a J? Yeah, look like that, be like that. See, what I'm saying to you today is the reason to move on from this way of seeing things is because you are here to be you, not a bad version of someone else. Other pitfalls. Level 1 makes us feel weak. It makes us feel unable. And more than anything, it makes us believe that we are separate from all aspects of life, not just from God, but from each other, from the truth. It makes us believe we're separate. You know, it's me to it. I just keep trying to go to it and say, please let me experience you. So we got to move out of that. And I'm not saying there won't be days that I don't feel that, because there are. And I've been at this a while. Here are the pitfalls of stage 2. Arrogance. I'm it, and I embrace it with some arrogance. We become selfish. You know, a lot of people say that in stage 2, we see God as Santa Claus. Yeah, what can I get? Oh, I learned that I can manifest whatever I want, and I want a lot. And I want it now. And here's the interesting thing about level 2. You can get it. Because you see, the universe has no opinion about all this. Isn't that fascinating? When we learn that the universe doesn't have an opinion. The universe will get you what you want. The question is, am I sure what I want is what I want? Am I sure what I want is what is for the highest and best good of all concerned? So that level 2, we have to be careful, and we have to move on. The pitfall of level 3 is hesitation. And in level 3, we also, I was trying to read my handwriting. I scribbled this just like 5 minutes ago. Well, longer than that. Anyway, there's a temptation to revert back to level 1. See, in level 3, look, some of you are nodding, you get it. In level 3, when we start going, wait a minute, we've been going through level 2. I got some gifts. I've developed these gifts. It's time for me to share these gifts. And we go, we talk like Moses did in the Old Testament when he says, who am I? Who am I? What makes me think this? What makes me think I have something to share? What makes me think I have a gift? What makes me think this is unique? You see how you're reverting back to 1? So that's the big pitfall of level 3. So we have to let this level 2, this manifester, then speak up, but not from a place of arrogance. Here is the dance. See, I have to stand up here today and say to you, I know that I have a gift of communication. I have a gift to be able to share truth. But here's what I have to know. I must get out of the way, so something can come through me that is me, but greater than me. This is why it's a channel. You get it? So the pitfall is to either stand up here arrogantly, and I confess to you and I ask your forgiveness. I either stand up here arrogantly or I pray as I'm sitting there. Please, let me get out of the way. Let me speak only the truth that comes from you. That is my truth, but is greater truth than me. Right? Then what I'm really praying in that moment is, let me be the mystic for right now, please. Let the mystic come up in me and channel through me. So it's level 3 and level 4 existing at the same time, in the same place. I'm going to hurry through it. The pitfall of level 4 is that if you stay there all the time, you become no earthly good. Ever heard that? She's so godly minded, she's of no earthly good. And I've seen that. And here's the problem of level 4. If you just live there all the time, you're likely to be crucified. Because you're probably annoying other people a whole lot. Yeah. It doesn't mean it's wrong. It just means that for most people, because one of the other pitfalls of level 2, I left it out, is we become quite judgmental in level 2. Because see, I know everything now. And I arrogantly feel like I get to say, wrong, not good, bad, could be better, I would know better. Now I'm going to really try to rush through this, you guys. I'm sorry if I keep you long. In community, here's how these levels need to be working in community. If we be a 3, we become a 3. We need to embrace this 3-ness. We all need to know what is the gift we bring to this community. How am I meant to share in this place, not from a position of I know better than you, because that's the arrogance of a 2. How do I drop down into that place in me that is me but greater than me and speak and share in this community from that place as much as possible? How do I become a servant leader? How do I become a servant God? How do I come in here with great humility and enormous surrender that what if I don't know, but the community knows? You see, this church has been through a lot the last few years, and I fear and I apologize for my part in saying, I know, listen to me. I don't have to listen to you because I know. But what if we could come together as a community and say, something knows that it is us, but greater than us. And I'm willing to get out of my arrogance. I'm willing to surrender. I'm willing to don humility and walk into this place saying, show us. Show us who our new minister is. Show us what to do with this building. Show us how to love one another in a way that we have never been loved before, because the world is a hard place living in stage one. We need to ask ourselves, what are we looking to attract in a new minister? And I know you are. I'm asking you to stay in this consciousness of it will come. He or she will come. They will come. And they will want to be in stage 3. How can I create a center from level 3 consciousness that reaches beyond these walls to share and be a servant to our community, to our city, to our world? Beloved, I've been here for 30 years. I owe who I am to this place. I do. But I fear that we have spent decades in level 2 as a community. I'm sorry. I'm sorry for my part in that. But it is time to step up to level 3 and to be there, to be the consciousness of a community. What would it feel like to be the consciousness of Nashville? Do you believe it's possible? I do. Why not? Why not? I love you all so much. I feel my heart is here. I want to give you my heart. And I want to give you my gifts. I want to share them with humility and with surrender. I'm asking you to do the same, and I believe you can. And so it is. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, Gregory. So I'm going to ask the ushers to come forward, because now is the time to give back to what serves you. Now is the time to give back to this community so we can continue on with our good work. And for those who are in our broadcast audience, I encourage you to send your gift to the link below, or you can look up our street address and you can send it to us that way. So would you repeat after me? Divine love, as me, blesses and multiplies all that I have, all that I give, and all that I receive. So it is.
Okay, Gregory. You did it today. You did me in, my brother. I'm not sure if I'm on the outside speakers or not. I don't think so. So hopefully AJ will pick that up. And okay. And Joelle has got a more contemporary Christian. Oop, did I say that? Here we go.
Today it all begins. I'm seeing my life for the very first time through a different lens. Yesterday, I didn't understand. Dropping 35 with a rocket inside, didn't know what I had. While I've been waiting to live, my life's been waiting on me. I'm gonna run, no, I'm gonna fly. I'm gonna know what it means to live and not just be alive. The world's gonna hear, 'cause I'm gonna shout, and I will be dancing with circumstances, drown the music out. Say I won't, not enough is what I've been told. It must be a lie, 'cause the spirit inside says it's so much more. So let them say what they want. Oh, I dare them to try. 'Cause I'm gonna run, no, I'm gonna fly. I'm gonna know what it means to live, not just be alive. The world's gonna hear, 'cause I'm gonna shout, and I will be dancing with circumstances, drown the music out. Say I won't, say I won't, say that I won't, oh, say I won't. And I can do all things through God who gives me strength. So keep on saying I won't, and I'll keep proving you wrong. I'm gonna fly. I'm gonna learn what it means to live and not just be alive. This world's gonna hear, oh, and I'm gonna shout. I will be dancing my circumstances, drown the music out. Say I won't, say I won't, say that I won't, say I Thank you.
Thank you, Jonelle. Yeah, thank you, Jonelle. Thank you, Larry, Max, Brian. What's your, I'm sorry, Dan. Don. Spence, Gregory, gosh. Thanks, AV team. Thanks, ushers out here. Thank you, Gregory Fisher, for coming here today and to speak with us. So let me put my glasses on. So if there's something on your heart or on your mind, we have plenty of practitioners here. I'm one. Lucia is one of our newest practitioners now. David Armholder is here, and Gwen. We have Ursula, the mother, kind of Dottie, the second mother. We have a host of practitioners. And so if you have anything heavy on your heart, please stop, grab one of us, grab two of us, we're available for service. That's what we do. For the rest of everybody, please join us in the fellowship hall after service for some coffee or tea. And do we have any visitors today? Anybody kind of want? Right, we have somebody who joined us in meditation this morning, started off the day. And is there anybody else? Welcome, welcome. Antoinette, would you say a few words? Thank you. Because we're all about being an inclusive, friendly, loving community here. So I'm going to ask all of our practitioners and speakers if you could come forward. If everybody could join me as I do a closing treatment. So I'm going to do this treatment in the first tense, but I invite you to make it personal to yourself. And if there's, for some reason, that's something that prevents this from you knowing the truth of these words that I'm going to speak, just know there's a host of other people who know the truth for you, here and now. So I know that there is only one source. I know that this source extends beyond even itself, that it is infinite, it is limitlessness. And that I know that we were all born connected to this source, and I know that I was born connected to God. And I am a spiritual being. I'm a spiritual being having a human experience, and I know my own will is important. I know my identity is within me, and it is not in any other. I evolve. I am always open to the experience and concern of what others want to share with me. I am fully accountable of my experience to all relationships in my life, and I am fully accountable to my experience to life itself. I bring the best part of me. I bring the best part of me forward, and I am not a victim. For it is done unto me as I believe. And this week, I have a new story. This week, I trust Spirit fully. I trust myself fully. For I am Spirit. I just don't do the talk, for I am a living example of Spirit in action. This week, I allow my imagination to soar. All needs, all wants, or desires are taken care of. I know that all my intentions, all my wishes, all my needs is turned over, and I know that Spirit responds. And so, with a very grateful heart that I'm here today, very grateful heart that I know this teaching, that I know these words, that I've heard this inspiration, with a very grateful heart, this community that sustains me, that helps me along my path. I release these words to the law, knowing that the law can only do what I ask. I know the law can only do what I ask or something better. And join me in saying, and so it is.
All right. Let's stand up. Come on. Let's sing a song. Let's get out of here on a good note. And this is called Put a Little Love in Your Heart. Think of your fellow man, lend him a helping hand. Put a little love in your heart. You see it's getting late. Oh, please don't hesitate. Put a little love in your heart. And the world will be a better place. And the world will be a better place for you and me. You just wait and see. Come on. Take a good look around, and if you're looking down, put it
be filled with joy and prosperity in every way. Learn more about our programs or contact one of our practitioners at our website, cslnashville.org. You may also want to follow us on Facebook at CSLNASH. You can make a big difference with your financial gift at lovecsln.com. Please share the link to this program with a friend and join us again next Sunday. Have a wonderful week.